Hello, everybody. Welcome to my first recorded draft of this new wonderful format. It's Adventures of the Forgotten Realms. It's a fan service to all you D&D fans out there. This is my third or fourth draft of the set, but I was at my friend's house drafting with him last night, so I wasn't able to record any of those games. Well, we could try and live the dream. Hand of Vecna is a pretty... So there's 3 artifacts that are all... the dream is to get all 3 artifacts and to play a game where you get it, because then you get a indestructible monster that's crazy and big and whatever, but that's probably never going to happen in limited. But this card by itself is pretty good. It's an equipment, and you can just pay life to equip it. So if you play a 2-drop and then turn 3, you can pay life to equip it, and then it gets real big real fast. So you can do a lot of damage really quick, and it's colorless. I'm still learning a lot of the cards, so I don't know a lot of them by their art yet. I still have to do a decent amount of reading. Magic Missile would probably be my second choice. It's not an amazing removal spell. Oh, wow. What? Alright, we opened Hand of Vecna and we got past Eye of Vecna. All that we need now is the book. It's a black, I can't remember what it's called, but it's triple black, and it's a book. I think it's Book of the Vile Dead or something like that. But let's go. Let's try and live the dream on our first recorded draft. I gotta make sure that I'm recording this. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Some other cards. So I feel like the venture decks get there sometimes. I feel like it's pretty hard to get a really good venture deck. That's what my experience has been. I feel like red-green has been pretty solid, at least the ones I've played against. Alright, and we have 2 colorless cards, so we get to pick whatever. There's a ton of green flowing in this pack. Lots of green. I mean, is it good? Spoils of the Hunt is a removal spell that's pretty decent. I might just take the green. There's some blue card draw. Dungeon map. I still don't know how good that's going to be. I think it's okay. What's this? Creatures you control get +2/+2, or you can look at the top 5 and get creatures. Okay, so that's a pretty strong card advantage. I think I'm just going to take the removal. General rule of thumb is you want removal in your decks. Alright, so if we get the Book of the Vile Dead, or whatever it's called, we're going to be green-black. And we're going to hope that we can live the dream and getting Vecna. Alright, what do we have in this pack? I'm not marrying the green or the black or anything really. I'm just looking for the best cards. I did have a blue-red dice deck that I really wanted to work out, and it went 3-3. It was okay. That's the thing about dice, right? Is sometimes it works really well and sometimes it doesn't. Man, there's not very many good cards in here. You find a Cursed Idol has actually been pretty decent. Druid class. This is good. There's some life gain synergy. I'm going to take it just because it's a green uncommon. Try and cut the green. And then with life gain, this card is decent, but other than that, it's not that great. Alright. Well, it looks like green isn't... So either someone passing to us is in green, but there's only been like 1 green card in a lot of the... Oh, Blink Dog with the Hand of Vecna is pretty good. So when you play this, so you'd play Blink Dog turn 3, play this on turn 4. So you'd have like what, 4 cards? So it'd be +4/+4, or maybe 3 cards. I can't remember. So it'd be either a 4/4 double strike or a 5/5 double strike. It's pretty good. All right. There's not any super good cards. I'm gonna take the green just to hopefully cut green more. So, oh, okay. Here's the. All right. So this card goes well with the Druid class, because so on turn 2 you play Druid class, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. This creature, it's a Lurking Roper, and basically it only untaps if you gain life. So if you ever attack with it, then it won't untap unless you gain life. But it still is a 3 mana 4/5 wall if you aren't going to attack with it. So it's been pretty good in the set. I've been impressed with it. So that's going to be my pick here. It's looking like, see, this is a green 2 drop. This is a green 3 drop. So I don't think people are taking green to our right. I think, oh, well, as I say that, I think that there just haven't been a ton of green cards. That's my guess. Delver's Torch, it's hard to get going, but if you put it on a flyer, so like the blue-white Venture deck has a lot of flyers, so if you put it on a flyer, it's pretty decent, because then you just get a Venture every turn. Dungeon Crawler enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever you complete a dungeon, you may return Dungeon Crawler from your graveyard to a hand. All right, so these are all pretty much Venture cards. We got some dice cards too. Oh shoot. I definitely didn't know the timer was up. That was my bad. This is gain life. Alright, so we could try and be green-white with the life gain. This is kind of like a pseudo ramper, because if you have lands, you can play it. It doesn't tap for mana, but it taps for lands in your hand. Oh, what do I want? Blue has been pretty strong too, so I'm going to take the green and just try and stay on the green train as much as I can. Blue looks decently open. Alright, Thieves' Tools I've been impressed with this card, but it does work mainly with Venture. I mean, it still gets you in, right? Like, you're still getting a damage. Okay, we're getting some good cards. Sylvan Shepherd, I mean, it's not great, but it's another life gain thing, so it goes with our life gain synergy. This enchants a land, you get a Venture, and you get to add. This is kind of a combo, or a combat trick. This is a Venture. This taps a creature. Okay, look at this. 4 green cards. So I was betting that because there weren't very many green cards, it didn't look like green was being cut. It looked like they just weren't opening green in the packs. Do I want the creature or do I want this? I'll try that. This is some more life gain stuff. But I do love me some card draw. Oof. Alright. We're tossing and turning between blue-green or black-green. Oh, but this is so good with life gain. Do we just go green-white? I mean, this card has been insane if you can have lots of life gain, because it scries also. So it's like a Johnny's Primate, but better. And it just grows so much. We have no removal spells in here. I think I'm going to take this as a speculative turn into green-white. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Green-white. Maybe we'll put the blue cards over here in a pile. We'll put Thieves' Tool over here. I'm gonna be real sad if we open the Book of the Vile whatever after going green-white. Alright, White Dragon. It's been okay. I mean, I still am deciding on how much I think the dragons are worth it. We got some life gain. Oh, spoils. I'm probably just going to take the removal. Yeah, so the dragons, there's a dragon in each color that's like 6 or 7 mana. And they all have an enter the battlefield ability. And I mean, they're pretty. I think the white one's pretty good out of the dragon ones because it gets to like freeze one kind of. It taps a creature and then it doesn't untap on its next untap step. The green one lets you attack in with a bunch of creatures and it kind of gives them like a pseudo death touch. Okay, so we're seeing some white cards. This card's pretty good if you can get the thieves tools on it. Monk of the Open Hand, Moonblessed Cleric. So this gets enchantments, but not artifacts. So I was going to say this could be pretty good with our Hand and Eye of Vecna. But yeah, I don't know. Do I just take the monk? The monk isn't insane. I could still be green-black, though. And this card is better in green-black than this is in green-white, I think. But also, like, having a 1-drop with the Eye of Vecna, or sorry, the Hand of Vecna, is pretty good. What is Zorn? If you wouldn't... Oh, so it's a treasures, kind of a treasures thing. Alright, are there any... This is pretty good for the venture decks, the like blue-white. I've even had like an Esper, a blue-white-black deck. That was pretty good. I was splashing... You know, I could take Evolving Wilds and just try and help my mana. But I think the 2-drop creatures with our... We're kind of going to be more aggressive. Yeah, I think we're kind of solidifying our step into green-white. Alright. This is life gain. It might wheel, though. Do I think it'll wheel? Blink Dog is only good if you have equipment, right? So like, I don't have very many ways to pump my creatures except for the Hand of Vecna. Everything else, okay, yeah. Let's just tentatively say we're green-white. I mean, I'm still open. If we find some other cards, or if we open the triple black book. All right, so we got an equipment. Ranger's Longbow. We've got a combat trick. The flyers, I haven't been getting destroyed by flyer decks like I do in some sets where it's like if you don't have any reach, you lose. I'll take it. I don't know if I'll play it. That also is good with our Blink Dog if we wheel the Blink Dog. Okay, so black and red looks like it's coming from our left. I'll take this in case we go black. It's a removal spell. Okay, what is this? Wandering Troubadour. At the beginning of your end step, if you had a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Venture. Alright. We can try it. We're not very heavy venture. I don't think we have anything that ventures. Do we? Yeah. We don't have anything that ventures right now. So we might not even play that card. Dwarfhold Champion, if you equip it, it gets +0/+2. So it's pretty decent in the red-white equipment deck. I think I'm just going to take the big Hill Giant Herd Gorger because, you know, you got to eat those sheep. Get the 3 life. It's kind of similar to like the Ravenous Lindworm from Call Time. And that card was really good in that set, so 50 feet rope. Alright, I have to go fast. I'm gonna click that. Is this good? Alright, so you don't get to tap a creature with it. You just have to... Alright, these cards are just kind of whatever in case we go black. I'll take a plummet in case we're losing desperately to flyers. This is only best of 1 though, so we don't get a sideboard. All right, blue looked really open from our left at the end. See, and like this, there's only 1 green card in the pack, so I think that's what happened in the other one. Hall of Storm Giants is a pretty strong land. So this is good for having a bunch of creatures. What's my creature count? 11, 7. Devoted. I think I don't know. Would I rather have this or this? I think I would probably rather have this, and then I'm pretty good on my my late game. Instrument of the Bards. Let's see, is there any removal I have to look at first? At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a harmony counter on Instrument of the Bard. Search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to the number of harmony counters on the Instrument of the Bards. Okay, so you get to kind of tutor a card, but it's not very effective tutoring because it takes so long to get the harmony counters. So I don't know if we're gonna play that. Dungeon Descent. All right, so this one caused a lot of talk because they made it so hard to do it. You have to tap, so 4 mana plus this. So you have to tap 5 mana sources and tap an untapped legendary creature you control. So it's like really, really hard to even get that. This is some life gain. The only thing I have that cares about life gain is my Trelasara Moon Dancer. Oh, and my Lurking Roper. But other than that, nothing else cares about life gain, and I have a decent amount of life gain. So I think I'm going to take the creature there. Some more creatures. Enchantments. All of my... I don't have enchantments, I have artifacts. They're all artifacts, yeah. Oh, I guess I do have the Druid class as one enchantment. I do kind of like the Null Hunters. I mean, it's best in the green-red, the Gruul deck, where Pack Tactics is like a main thing, but it's been pretty okay. All right, we're on pick 5, so that means we have 3 more chances to open the broken book and get the Vecna trio. All right, Paladin's Shield. It looks okay. It could be okay with, like, because I'm going to be attacking with Null Hunter, could be okay. I could try and get another Druid class so that my life gain thing is just absurd. And I'll basically always have a way to gain life. I'm going to do that, I think. All right, blue, what are you doing? No one drafting blue? We'll just take another Null Hunter. See, this could get my Druid class, but is that even good? I mean, it's basically like drawing a card, right? Oh, no, it's not. It puts it on top of your library. It doesn't even put it in your hand. So that's only good if you have, like, good enchantments to search up, which is not my deck. All right, we can try and do the Blink Dog, or we can just get a 2/2 lifelink, which is probably the smart pick. I had Blink Dog once, and it was pretty good, but I know that's a small sample size. Do I want to... I'm going to take the Blink Dog just in case I get the Hand of Vecna combo with it. Underdark Basilisk is a pretty decent creature. Has Death Touch, so it trades up for anything, right? This one... Oh, actually, Devoted Paladin is pretty good for our deck. Because we're going to be able to... Sorry, I'm still reading a lot of the cards, so sorry if I'm kind of chopping it up. It's learning, you know, we're all drafting the new set. We're all trying to figure out what's good and what's not. Ooh, another life gain. Alright, so I know that our life gain isn't like... like, we don't really need to life gain except for our Moon Dancer. Let's see. Yeah. Trelisara, Moon Dancer. So she's busted. If we can get the life gain, which we definitely have the life gain. Alright, so what do we not want to play? Alright, Hand of Vecna is good by itself. We didn't live the dream. We didn't get the black book card. But Hand of Vecna by itself is good. Eye of Vecna gives you some card advantage if you need it. But is it that good? I mean, we're going to be gaining life, so the pay 2 life isn't that hard. It's not a big impact on us, but the question is, are we just going to be too aggressive so we don't really need the card advantage, right? I don't think we want to play Scaled Herbalists because we're kind of on the more aggressive side. I mean, we do have some random enchantments that don't help our aggression at all. So that's not that great. Like, I don't think we're going to play this. Instrument of the Bards. Yeah, so like best case scenario, you play this on 1, and then by turn 4, it would have 3 counters on it, so you could get a 3-drop. So like I could get any of my 3-drop creatures. Yeah, I'm skeptical that this card is good. I'm probably not gonna play that. What else do we have? So we only have 2 removals, right? Yeah, we only have 2 removal spells. Wandering Troubadour, it's a 4/2, but it's my only venture synergy. Like, I have nothing else that ventures, so I don't even think I want that. This is card draw. Removal's good. This is good. I could cut the Eye of Vecna, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how it does. The Druid class, like, is there a reason we would want 2 of them? You can play additional lands, is level 2, and then level 3, you get to pay, and then you make a big, it's like a land creature. So usually when you activate this, it's like turn 7, so you have like a 7/7 land. So it's just a big creature that is a land. So it's not, I don't know if this is the worst of the class cards. Actually, the red-green one is not very playable in limited. I can't remember what the class is, but it's the red-green. I think it's Bard. Is that the class of the Bards? I don't remember. But that one, it discounts mana for legendary spells. So I don't think it's very playable in limited. Alright, so I'm going to cut one of the Druid class. Oh wait, I got rid of both of them. I think I still want one in. Okay, I need to cut one more card. So the Blink Dog, it's not very good unless we can equip it with the Longbow or the Hand. Do I want to try and get that? Because Hand with Blink Dog is pretty good. This gains life. Alright, I'll be responsible. And I'll put Blink Dog away. I don't know though, because I could just cut like one of these guys. Or one of these guys. No, I'll take Blink Dog out. Alright, well, this is our deck. Let's see, what should be our, should we make our, yeah, we'll leave it the Hand of Vecna. We almost got there. That was pretty insane. Pack 1, pick 1 and pick 2 were 2 of the 3 in the legendary artifact cycle. So we were close, but we didn't get there. Alright, here's the deck, and I'll see you in the matches. Alright, we're queued up and we're waiting for an opponent who wants to face our green-white Selesnya deck. Let's see who it is. Mishra Ankh. Okay. Good luck to you, opponent. 2 lands on this is kind of rough. This does create a treasure, so at worst case scenario, we do get to play this on turn 2, and then this on turn 3 with the treasure, and equip it to this. I'm going to keep it, just to see how it goes. I'm not sure. Okay. So Null Hunter is better, but if we don't draw the land, then we don't get to do the Hand of Vecna on turn 3, which is when it's going to be the best. That's interesting. I think I'm going to do this just to get the Hand of Vecna because I want to do that combo. And right now I'm going to lose... Let's see, I'll draw 1 card, so I'll lose 5 life. What is this? Guild Thief. Whenever Guild Thief deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. Ooh, that's a pretty strong card. I don't really want to let that grow. But at the same time, if they don't remove my Hand of Vecna, it's going to be a big problem. So am I willing to trade the time and life to get this going? And I think the answer is yes. I'll lose 5 life, but then this is a 6/6. So basically in 3 turns, or maybe even 2 turns if I just don't play anything, in 2 turns then they're dead. Oh, I didn't realize that it's only at the beginning of combat. So that's actually not as good because they can use a lot more removal on your creature. I guess it would be too broken if you just gotta keep it as a 6/6. Alright, so I'm gonna attack first. Alright, they must have some interaction. They're thinking about killing it. Oh, return it to my hand. Alright, that was good. That was good. Okay, so now I'm going to play this and create a treasure token. And then I could play Null Hunter and threaten to trade. Do I want to equip right now while I only have 4? So then it would do 4 damage to me. Yeah, let's live the Hand of Vecna dream. I'm gonna put it on this because I might trade my Null Hunter with the Gnarled Thief, or sorry, Guild Thief. All right, so they're. Let's see if they send it in. They wouldn't, or at least I wouldn't if I were them. Okay, so I drew a land. So let's see. I mean, I could almost force them to block. Does this? No. Because if I attack with this, it grows. So it'd be a 3/3. This would be a 4/4, and I could play this and do the +2/+2. So it'd be a 6/6 and a 5/5. So that's 11 damage. So not quite enough. So I'm just going to attack with my Prosperous Innkeeper for 6 damage. It's pretty strong. And then play this. And then I'm going to do the other mode, this one, form a party, and just draw a bunch of creatures. Oh, only 2. That's sad. But still, that was pretty good. Because it fueled, so now I still have lands. Or, sorry, still have cards in my hand, so the Hand of Vecna is still doing lots of damage. Yeah, so he doesn't want to send that in. So he doesn't have a trick. I'll let him venture. because I don't want to just chump. Let's see which dungeon he chooses. So far I've been liking the middle dungeon. Yep, that one. Lost Mine of Phandelver. It's four different rooms to complete it, and they're like pretty decent value. I mean, it's not insane. The Tomb of Annihilation, that one's been kind of fun, you know, because it's two negative things. So the Tomb of Annihilation is really good when you're ahead, because, you know, you just get to keep on putting pressure on your opponent. The Maundering, or the, what is it, like Mad Wizard deck, or whatever. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to... Okay, so this gives Vigilance. So I could attack with both of these and then play my 2 creatures, and then next turn play Vigilance. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because if I attack with this, it's a 3/3, and they have to chump. A 7/7 with the... It's a 1/1, guys. This is a 1/1. Attacking for 7 damage. That's pretty good. So he has to chump. He has to chump at least 1. He could double block the Null Hunter. Or, alright, he's just chumping that. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. I'm going to play this card first because when a creature enters the battlefield, I gain 1 life. So I can grow this twice. Oh, yep, that's a good card too. We'll keep that on top. And then play this again. Yeah. See, look, I played this, and it grew twice in 1 turn. Okay, so things are looking pretty good for us. We might not even need to play the Paladin because we might want to Spoils of the Hunt what they play. They can't even really attack into me because they're just going to be dead if they do. They might have removal. Let's see what they do. Okay. They removed 1 creature. They get to venture. So as of right now, they have 3 blockers for my 3 attackers. So I think I am going to play my Paladin, because then my Trelasara will grow. Oh, okay. He made it an 0/4. That was pretty good of him. But I can just block. Yeah, so if I Spoils of the Hunt, I only get rid of 1 blocker, and I only have 2 attackers right now. So I am going to play my Paladin first. Gain a life. This grows, and it gets... I don't really want the Ranger's Longbow right now. We'll be looking for... Oh my goodness. Alright. This is pretty good. Attacking for 12 damage with 3 attackers, and I have Vigilance. So he basically... Oh, he is going for the double block on Null Hunter. That's interesting. Okay, so he's going to lose 2 creatures. Oh, he can't do that because he would die. Alright, so his whole board is going to be wiped. Right? Yep. Alright, so I'm just going to let damage go through. Hit him for 2. Pretty good, and I have the removal spell for... So basically he has to deal with 3 creatures and have a remove. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Good game, opponent. And I'll see you in the next match. Alright, we are here for round 2. Alright, this hand isn't insane, but it does have a 1-drop, and then the 3-drop that is pretty strong, so I'm going to keep it, and I do have both colors. I'm going to play my Monk of the Open Hand. So if you didn't know, this card is it's kind of a combo piece with the Planeswalker, the Master of Flowers. Oh, look at that. Never didn't have it. I'm going to attack first, and then play my 2-drop of Null Hunter. But anyways, I was saying this combos with the white planeswalker, the mythic rare. It's called Master of Flowers, and one of its +1 abilities, you can search for this card in your hand or your graveyard. So I'm going to not attack. I mean, I could offer this trade, but this is going to grow in the later game, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to hold still. No attacks. My opponent seems to be on black-white, which is, I mean, it can be a venturing theme. That's what it seems to be mostly, is just venturing and... Okay, so that's the life gain. So maybe he's trying to do a life gain little theme with it. Okay, so the question is, do I attack with this? And it's probably not, because right now I have no way to gain life, and this is holding back all of their blockers. The next question is am I trying to play 2 spells, right? So I could like hold Underdark Basilisk, because right now on the board it's not doing very much. And I could try and hold it so that I can pump this up. Like if I drew a 2-drop or a 3-drop next turn. And then I could pump it up. And I'm not going to be attacking with it either, because then they'll just kill it. So I think I'm just going to hold it and hope I draw something that I can play 2 spells in 1 turn. Get some value out of this Monk of the Open Hand. This Monk isn't like super strong, and I don't expect it to grow in a lot of your games, because most of the time you don't double spell until like, I don't know, like turn 5 or 6 or even after that. Okay, so it looks like they're doing some life gain. Alright, and I didn't draw anything. So I am just going to play this, because next turn I have the land to play my giant. Which means that I could attack. So I could attack with both of these. This would grow. This they would have to double block. And then I would clear the way to kind of like play my giant. But then they would gain life twice. Alright, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep holding back their team. And now I even have a Death Toucher, so it doesn't matter how big Celestial Unicorn grows. It's going to die. Oh, okay, so this card, it pumps zombies, skeletons, and vampires, which is a pretty broad team. And then if a creature dies, they can pay 1 mana at the end of their turn, at their end step, and they can create a 1/1 black skeleton. So I've seen it do some things. I mean, there's not a ton of skeleton, vampire, zombies in this set, so I haven't seen that combo very much. Yeah, so see, now I'm going to attack with both of these, because this can untap with like my life gain, and then this can trade if they want, and then I'll have a 6/7 giant or a 7/6 giant on. Oh, they just took it. All right, so now I'm going to play my giant, gain life. It'll untap my lurking roper, so now I have essentially 3 pretty good blockers, because this kills anything, this kills everything on their board, this kills everything on their board right now. So even if they have 1 removal for like my giant, I'm still doing pretty okay. The question is how am I gonna do with my life gain, right? Because I need something. Oh, an update is available. Don't ruin my game, Arena, please. Okay, so he could have the little, it's the 2/1 Manticore. So it's, what it does is it's flash, and then it kills a creature that was dealt damage this turn. So because of that, I'm just gonna block with the Basilisk. If he had tapped out, then I wouldn't think he would have that Manticore card. But this way, they both die. Yeah, he can make a 1 or a skeleton, but he doesn't get to use his mana core to kill one of my big creatures. So he might not even... we'll see what he plays, but he could hold up his Manticore so that when I attack... oh yeah. See, look, now we'll see if he pays. Okay, so he did pay. So I don't know if he has a Manticore. Okay, so I drew the hand of Vecna. The question is do I want to attack with... because it's only going to pump me 1 right now. Actually, how much is it to equip? Oh, it's only 2 to equip. So I don't even have to pay. But what do I want to put it on? If I put it on my giant, it'll be an 8/7. So he would have to trade with 3 things. That's pretty good. But at the same time, my Lurking Roper doesn't untap right now. So if I do that, it'll be a 5/6. And he'd still have to trade with 2 things. So I think I'm going to attack with my Lurking Roper and my Knoll Hunter. And then do some trades. Just to try and clear the way for my Hill Giant Herd Gorger, right? Because we just want to pick off his team as much as we can. I don't have anything in my deck that gives trample, so he can chump for days if he just keeps making little skeletons. So we want to clear his board as much as we can. Want to try and stop him from getting value from that Death Priest. And so when we attack on our turn, he can't use the Death Priest. Okay, that's a unusual block. Oh, okay, so he's only blocking this. So of course I'm going to kill the Celestial Unicorn. Because it keeps growing as he gains life. Oh no. Alright, so he did have a combat trick. That's why he did it, so he could gain life and use that ability. So that was pretty good for him, wasn't great for us, but we did get a trick out of his hand. And he can't attack into me really, but I also can't attack into him. So we're kind of at a stalemate. It'll be interesting to see if he uses this Ranger's Hawk to venture. You get to, let's see, it's 3 generic mana and tap it, and then you get to tap another creature. So like he could start just tapping his, because he's never going to want to block or attack with this card. So he can just start tapping it and venturing. Okay, alright. He's getting aggro. See, I still think he has the Manticore card. So do I just take this? See, this is rough because his Unicorn is gonna grow. I wish this was a 2/2 so I could trade there. This is rough. I think he has the Manticore. Because it seems like he did last time he attacked. I'm gonna take it. I'm not worried about my life, but I am worried about this growing the Unicorn. Yep, like that. And then he doesn't get to make a creature. Let's see if he passes with his mana up. If he does, then I'm almost certain he has the Manticore. Okay, he's not. Fate Reversal. Okay, so he gets to play another Lifelinker. A really good draw would be my... Ooh. That's kind of scary. My Spoils of... Or what's the spell called? The bite spell? Spoils of the Hunt? Yeah, that's what it's called. Alright, he's deciding whether or not to play that. So that means he does have something. Okay, I at least drew a card. But this is getting pretty rough. Because his Unicorn's getting huge. I'm just going to play this and then equip this onto my giant. And I'm not playing the lands because we want Eye of Vecna to have as many cards in my hand as I can. So I mean, ideally, Hand of Vecna would be something you would play in like something that you can like keep drawing cards. So blue, you know, some sort of blue deck, because then you can keep having ammo for the Hand of Vecna. Or you want to play it where it's just, oh, okay, he's sending in the team. See, unfortunately, I think I do have to block the Celestial Unicorn. But if he has a trick, then that's not very good, right? Because I'm going to lose my giant, and then his unicorn's going to grow twice. What is he doing? Deciding on if he sends the lifelink? Alright, so I'm taking... This is 7 plus 5... So that's 13, or sorry, 12 plus 2 is 14 damage. I'm just worried he has a trick. So like, do I double block the unicorn, or do I just put the giant on the unicorn? If he has a trick and I block like this, then I basically lose the game, right? But if I block like this, which is the logical blocks, but I just don't think he would attack like this unless he can gain life. So do I double block on the unicorn? That's the question. That's probably the safe play, but I'm going to do this because I think we're pretty much losing anyways. We'll see what he has. Oh, looks like he has a trick. Oh no. Oh, rough. That was brutal. But I would have lost anyways, even if I made the other double block, because the unicorn would have been able to have first strike. So the unicorn could have killed my big giant and then hit the other card. Oh, yep. I think that's game. A 10-9 unicorn. Wow, the little unicorn that could. I mean, I'll equip. But there's nothing we can do. I'll wait until I draw one more card. I'll trump the unicorn. And yeah, there's no I don't have a board wipe or anything, so there's nothing I can do. Oh great. Pump the whole team. I'm dead anyways. Good game. Wow, that was... I have not seen a black-white deck that does that. Alright, so we lost that match, but I'll see you in the next. Alright, welcome to round 3. We're 1-1 right now. Teferi, that's kind of funny, that username. Ooh, this is dangerous. Alright, so I'm on the draw. I have 10 forests. Alright, I think I'm going to keep it because I have 10 green sources in my deck. So it's pretty likely that I'll draw one. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, alright, I was punished. I was not... I guess I need to do better at my magic playing because I didn't draw the green source. And the worst part is that I have 4 2-drops. Yeah, I mean, it's always tough to know when to mulligan and when not to. Okay, there we go. So there's this. This creates a treasure token, so I can do this. And then I think I want to play this to discourage them from attacking and gaining the life. Let's see if they attack. Yeah, see, they didn't attack, so that's good. Oh man, so I only have 1 green source. So I think I'm just going to play my Sylvan Shepherd, and that's all, and not attack. My opponent, it's a mirror match. Green, white. What is this? You happen on a glade. Switch your library for up to 2 basic lands. Reveal them. Oh, uh-oh. I forgot to update. Sorry, wizards. Okay, so they're playing red. So Naya. That's interesting. Okay, so I drew a green. Okay. So let's see. So I can put this on my vigilance creature and then attack. 6-7 vigilance. Roll the dice. I gain 2 life. Wow, that feels pretty good. And then play a Null Hunter. End my turn. Hand of Vecna is even better on a vigilance creature. Who knew? Yeah. And I do have some card draw, so I could try to fill up my hand with more creatures so that Hand of Vecna is better. We'll see what my opponent does. Okay, he's killing my Null Hunter. That's good though, that means he doesn't have removal for my vigilance creature. Oh, he does have Death Touch though. That's unfortunate. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip my Innkeeper. And I'm going to do the pay 2 life. Or pay 3 life. Then I can attack with both of these, because this has Vigilance, so it's just gaining free life. And see if he trades me for the 4/4 for the Innkeeper. Alright, I gain 2 life from the dice roll. We'll see. See, that's why equipment can be so strong. And that's kind of why I wanted to see it in my life gain deck. Because I'm gaining life so much. That paying the equip cost isn't that bad of a deal for me, right? See, look, right now I'm paying 1 life. But I've already gained 4 life from this creature. I've gained like 2 or 3 life from this creature. So I'm sitting at 19 comfortably. So I guess that's the question is there a... Ooh, that's a good card. Is there a green-blue deck where you can gain life and draw cards? Because that's when Hand of Vecna would be the best. Alright, so if I attack with everybody, he'll just kill whatever has the Hand of Vecna with his giant. And right now it's +2/+2, so it would be a 4/5. So if I do this... Actually, I could pump the whole team. Or I could draw. What's stronger? Pumping the whole team? Probably, right? Yeah, I'm gonna pump the whole team. And then I'm going to attack. Because he can only kill 1 creature with his giant guy. Yep, so he can kill that. That's okay. But then he's taking 13 if he doesn't block. Yeah, so... okay. And then... we'll just... Actually, I probably should have equipped right then when it only costed 1 life. Because now if I draw a card, it'll cost 2 life. But we'll see if he attacks. I mean, I don't think he can attack with the Hill Giant. If I draw... oh, he gets to gain life, so that's good. I did forget about that in my calculations. Because now he's at 6. Ooh, and he played 2 more creatures. Oh, another one. If I were him, I definitely would have attacked with the Hill Giant. because I can't attack into him. I'm just gonna equip one of these guys and not attack and sit back. What does this guy do? When he attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total... Okay, so pack tactics. Attacking creatures get +1/+0. Oh, and you can double his power and toughness. That's a pretty strong card. And he's splashing for it, right? So he's green, white, and then splash the red for that card. Has he played any white cards? Maybe he's splashing white. He hasn't played any white cards yet. And I'm saying he, but I guess I should be saying they. It's just because his name is Teferi. But they haven't been playing any white cards. At least they're thinking. Okay, so he's doubling. Attacking. Alright, I think I block here. Take 5. Okay, so now it's a 6. It'll be a 6/6, so I can attack with it, and it's a 7/7. So he has to block with his Hill Giant, and then I can just equip this and hope he doesn't have removal. But now I got the big giant out of the way. Whew. Oh, he got a 20? I wonder how many times we're gonna get natural 20s in this. This scares me because I feel like he has a trick. He has 7 mana up. He's attacking for 8 damage. I think I'm just gonna take it, honestly. It doesn't look like he has a trick. Dang it. I should have blocked. Oh my! He rolled another natural 20. What is this? Now he has chump blockers forever. I can play this and gain life. But then I'm weakening my hand, but I don't have trample, so I think it's okay because I'm gaining life. Man, that was rough. That was I definitely should have blocked. I mean, hindsight is 20/20, right? We always know what we needed to do. I'm just dead. Oh my goodness, he's rolled a 20, and a 19. Yeah, I'm just dead. That's unfortunate. Good game, Teferi. Alright, we're back. This is game number 4. We're 1-2 right now, so I'm hoping we can pull through and get some value out of this draft. I mean, it's a new format. We're all learning. It's okay if you don't trophy every draft you do, right? I do have 3 Null Hunters. So next turn I'll play, okay, Boots of Speed, so he's gonna equip and get Menace, so I can't block. That's okay. So next turn, oh, let's see. So I'm gonna play this. Attack my Null Hunter. Oh, I should have attacked first. It's okay, he was basically tapped out. So this is a pretty good card with Pack Tactics because it becomes a 4/2. So then you can equip. Well, that's interesting. He didn't want to equip because he could have attacked. Oh, I guess I would have blocked. Never mind. That was smart on his part, on their part. Okay, so I can attack with both. So do I want to trade this just to get a 1/1 counter on that and take out his Barbarian? I think so, because then I can put these both out and I'll be able to Pack Tactics again. And he might not even block. We'll see if he thinks I have a trick. Okay. He wasn't wary of tricks. They weren't wary of tricks. I do not know if X Filu is a he or she or what, so we will refer to them as they. Alright, so that was a pretty good card for them. Yeah, wow. So I'm going to Druid class, play a land, and then now I have Spoils of the Hunt up. So I'll attack. They'll all grow. And I will Spoils of the Hunt his Hoarding or Ogre. Make that trade. So now I have 2 creatures that keep growing, and he has no one on his board. Okay. Sack a permanent. Do I want to sack a land? Or do I want to sack this? I mean, it's not strong now, but if I get to level 3, that could help me finish the game. So I think I am going to sack a land. That's crazy. Ooh, let's see what we draw. We lose 2 life, we draw a card. That was funny. It doesn't help me right now. Because if I equip, I'll have no cards in my hand, right? So what do I do? I can't attack. So, do I play the land though? Yeah, I'm going to play the land and then level up. Not attack. Because if so this ability at the beginning of your upkeep, you may, oh, that's a death. Oh man. Alright, he's just holding on to everything in his hand. So I can pay 2 life to draw a card and I lose 2 life. I think it's worth it because I want to get my Hand of Vecna more powerful. And he has a death touch creature now, so that's unfortunate. But I am going to play this. And do I want to play my land? I do want to play it. So this is tough because I want to play my land for the level 3 ability, but I want to not play my land for Hand of Vecna. I think it's worth it to play it because I am drawing cards. So hopefully he doesn't have removal. Or sorry, they don't have removal. And I am going to keep doing this. Okay. Yeah, so we're just kind of, we're going to hopefully drown them in card advantage here. And just keep on powering up our board. Gaining life, drawing 2 cards per turn. And eventually I'll be able to go wide and Hand of Vecna to victory. Oh, that's a pretty good card for defending against my go wide strategy. I think it's still worth it. Okay. So I don't want to play Paladin until it's gonna pay off. I think I'm just going to play this, gain 1 life, and level up so I have a land. And that's an 8/8 land. And these creatures both gain life too. So when I eventually attack with everybody, I'm going to gain some life. So that's why I'm not too worried about this. Ooh, that was a good draw. Okay. Because now I can spoils his death touch. So what do I want to do? Do I want to spoils his death touch before the end of the turn and attack with my land? Or I could play this, play the hand, and then spoils and Devoted Paladin on the same turn. I think that's probably better. Do this. And then play my hand. And just skip past the turn. No attacks. Because then I can kind of catch him off guard with removing his Death Toucher. And I can also power up my forest if I draw more lands. Okay, wait, let's think about this. So I have 7 mana. And a treasure token. So I have 8 mana. So as of right now, I can play both of these, but then I don't get to do the hand. But the hand would be worthless, right? Okay. So let's decline. Ooh. So I think I do want to play this because then it can level up and I gain 1 life. So now we're going to Paladin. Oh no, wait, did I miscount? Oh, I did. Oh no. Oh wait, I can attack with Vigilance. Whew, saved by the bell. So I can attack, and then in my attack phase, I can Spoils of the Hunt, his Death Toucher. Gain 2 life. Gain 2 life. Spoils of the Hunt. It doesn't really matter, because this gets +1 +0. Yeah, so I'll do it on like a lower level creature just so I have higher power. Yep, like that, because this becomes a 3/2. And they scoop. Alright, we snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. That was a pretty good showing of what our deck could do. I don't think this deck is broken or anything, but it has its I think it's pretty average. If we get to 3/3, I think that's probably where it'll be. 3/3 or 4/3. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next match. Alright, we're playing Tuba Bach. Looks like a good hand to me. We have 2 2-drops. We have the Lurking Roper, which is really good with Null Hunter and triggering pack tactics. We're going to throw them a little misdirection and play our planes first. Opponent said hello, I'll say hello back. Ooh, I don't have any life gain, so I'm not going to play my Moon Dancer yet. But that was a good draw. Gets me excited. See, right now we want a druid, the druid class card, because I'll keep drawing planes. We're not going to attack, so we're just going to play this and pass. If we had the druid, then this guy could attack, she could grow, and it would just kind of, you know, help our deck. Basically, we have our 2 cards that care about life gain in this opening hand. And, okay, so they're ramping out a little. Okay, so this does give life gain. The question is, oh wait, I only have 1 green source anyways, so I can't play both my 2-drops. So I'm going to attack with both of these, see if he blocks. Then I'm going to play my land and play my Sylvan Shepherd. And we'll see what my opponent puts out. They're blue-green as of right now. It looks like they're stuck on lands. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just deciding which land to play. But they do have the Clever Conjurer, which taps mana. Oh yeah, see? So they're ramping. Like, fake ramping. Oh, they knew how important life gain was for us. They saw it. That's pretty funny. They're stuck on lands. So we just need to... I mean, I really want to draw a green card. Or, sorry, a forest. Alright, which one do I put out? Do I put out my Moon Dancer card? I'm not going to because I want to save it. Do I attack or do I let them venture? I guess I don't attack and let them venture, and don't let them venture. This is sad. I have a 3 power and a 2 power, so I can't even activate pack tactics. I guess if I draw a green source, I could play the giant, but I want to get Trilisara. That is a hard name to remember. Trilisara, Moon Dancer. I want to get her down on the field before I play my giant, because then I can gain the life. So they're a venture deck with green removal. That's all we've seen of green so far. Oh, he is attacking. Does he have a trick? Oh no, he does have a trick. Oh, what? Alright. 2 for winning yourself, I guess, is the new cool thing. What does this card do? When it enters the battlefield, you venture, and then if you complete a dungeon. So how close are they to completing a dungeon? They have 2 more rooms left. So I think I'm just going to play Trilisara and then hold up spoils and not attack. And then next turn I can play my giant. They did use a treasure, so they're stuck on mana. Watch, they're gonna drop their own giant this turn for 6 mana. Yep, there it is. Sometimes I'm psychic. So they gain 3 life and attack in the air. Yep, that's what I thought. Ooh, there's the eye. I like the eye. It's a good card draw. I am going to play my hill giant and untap my roper. Ooh, scry, keep another removal spell, and I am not going to attack into their giant. See, so I have 2 removal spells at my disposal next turn, which looks pretty good for us. I mean, they have been land. If I could have killed this guy earlier, maybe I should have. When did I draw spoils? I don't think I drew spoils very long ago. That's interesting too. Okay, so that taps to add colorless. So now they have 3 mana. Okay, so they're just playing a wolf. Yeah, opponent has been doing really good at making use of this. Alright, so I am going to do this on the giant, then attack with everybody. See if he chumps. Okay, so he's taking 17 damage. And I think I'm going to play the hand because I can use this to remove a blocker. Oh, opponent scoops it up. I wonder if they thought that gained life. They might have thought that instead of losing life, I gain life, because then it would have triggered my 2 life gain things. So maybe that's why they scooped. Or maybe they just knew they didn't have an out. Alright, we are 3-2 right now. We're playing against Kentster82. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this hand. I have no white cards in it, but gonna play Null Hunter on turn 2. Hopefully we draw a land for Sylvan Shepherd. Let's see, opponent is playing blue-white Azorius, looks like. Alright. So I'm going to attack for sure and offer the trade. But the question is... Actually, maybe I shouldn't, because I can play this next turn. Yeah. I changed my mind. I'm not going to attack because this blocks his life linker, and then I can attack for the pack tactics and grow my Null Hunter next turn. I think that's kind of what you normally want to do, is grow Null Hunter when you can. See, like now, if I attack, we'll see what they do. They could trade with both. Oh, yep, looks like they're doing that. They said, nope, you're the aggro creature deck. I'm going to take the traits. Soul Knife Spy is pretty nice with the blue-black, or sorry, with the black equipment, the Thieves' Tools. You can equip the Soul Knife card, and then it makes it so that it's unblockable, and then you get to draw a card every turn. There's also the Fly enchantment, which is a pretty good combo. Alright, so I'm going to just do this just to start getting some pressure on them, because Hand of Vecna really shines in the early game, so you want to be able to use it when you have cards in your hand. I can punch in for 5 right there. Let's see if they got any plays. They're attacking. I'm not going to block, because I essentially gain... I mean, on average, you're going to gain probably 2 life every turn. 1 to 2, well, 1, 2, or 5. Okay, so that can tap my creatures down. I got another 18, so I will go up to 18 life. Attack for 6 damage. And then I'm going to play my... Should I play my Vigilance, Other Sylvan Shepherd, or should I play Circle of the Moon Druid? I think the answer is this, because then I can block his 3/2. Because if I played my Sylvan Shepherd, then I wouldn't have blocked his 3/2. Oh, +2 mace. It's 3 to equip, so I think he's stuck on lands. Alright, so yeah, see, now he knows that he needs to block. Which, I think I'm just going to do this to draw some creatures. Try and make my Hand of Vecna as big as it can be. Does he have a counterspell? He did not have a counterspell. I draw 2 cards. So it made Hand of Vecna one card better. Or sorry, 1 power or toughness better. And I will not attack with my... because he would just trade with this. So he's gonna keep tapping down my... whatever Hand of Vecna is on, he's gonna keep tapping down. So do I want to attack? Or, I mean, sorry, I was thinking about, because he's going to tap it again, and so should I just offer this as a trade? And I think the answer again is still no, because I have my Null Hunters. So I just want to build my board and put out creatures. And he still is stuck on lands. I mean, we're both at 5. Okay, he drew the Soul Knife Spy card again. Yeah, he's just all about tapping my my Hand of Vecna card. But I think this time I am going to attack with everybody, because it's going to trigger my pack tactics. And I'm happy with those trades if he trades. I gained 1 life. Yep, he'll trade. So now I'm just gonna, he's tapped out, so I'm just going to put it on my giant. So now he has to tap down 2 threats, basically, or deal with one of my big threats. And Hand of Vecna is getting smaller, so it's not as strong as it is in the early game. He gets to scry 2 and then draw 2 cards. Ooh, Divine Paladin is pretty nice. Oh. Alright. They knew that they couldn't handle the hand of Vecna. Alright, we made it to 3-3. I said we made it to 3-3, but I meant we passed 3-3, because that was my initial guess of this deck. It doesn't seem super strong, seems pretty average. Doesn't have a lot of removal spells, which any limited deck without removal spells can struggle. But we're 4-2 right now, so if we get one more win, we get profit. Always love getting paid to do drafts. Let's hope that we get a good draw. And okay, yeah, keeping it. We got the Eye of Vecna. I don't know how. So this card is best in the life gain deck, like with what we have. The hand is best in an aggressive deck, which we also kind of have. So did we just get the best of both of those legendary artifacts? I mean, because I have used this in a few games to draw multiple cards, so I would say it's worth it. Ooh, this card is pretty good because it's a first strike death toucher. Yeah. So I'm not going to pay right now. And because, well, yeah, that's rough. This card is really good. You have to double block it in order to kill it. And if they have any way of pumping its power, then sometimes you can't even double block it. And it ventures every turn. So we have red, white, and black from the opponent. So they're probably splashing some red removal. That's what I would guess. Okay, so we're going to play this card and probably double block next turn. Or, sorry, on their turn. Let's see if he attacks, just attack straight up. Ooh, see? This is risky. I think we have to get rid of it though, right? Because venturing every turn is pretty valuable. Oh. Alright. It's okay though, because we got the instant that can kill a bunch of our bigger creatures. We got it out of his hand. Their hand. Dawnbringer Cleric. So I will pay because I want to draw a land for sure, so that I can play my Lurking Roper. And at least I'm holding off their other team, right? They're not doing a bunch of damage with this Triumphant Adventurer, but I assume that they have some pretty good venture cards, some venture payoff cards. This is one of the best enablers for venturing into a dungeon. It's just so hard to deal with unless you have, you know, straight up removal. But even then you're using your removal on a 1/1. Ooh, if I were them, I definitely would have put the flying and the +1 on the Priest of Ancient Lore. And I'm going to pay again. Oh, see, I have to use my removal basically on a 1/1. I mean, maybe not. I could double block again, but then I'm losing a lot of value, so. And then he has a flyer, or they have a flyer that I can't handle. This is a tough situation. We'll see what happens. But they have just gotten to go off with their venture. They're one away from completing their first dungeon. Oh, there's the removal. So I can't even block it. Wow. This is pretty crazy. I'm just gonna take it because I have to double block to get rid of that. So I'm going to play my 2 little creatures because I don't want to double block with, like, I don't want to play my giant, I don't want to play my paladin. Because I need to use Spoils of the Hunt on the flyer. I don't know, I might even triple block the Triumphant Adventurer. It's getting pretty ridiculous, that card. And I do not have any enchantment removal in my deck. I don't think I do. So this is just a treasure to me now. I can't get rid of it. Well, there's another Death Toucher. At least it doesn't have First Strike. The First Strike part on this card is what makes it so brutal, right? Because a First Strike Death Toucher kills anything that it touches, pretty much. Wow. Okay, so he's offering a trade. So I think I double block. Double block there. Okay, so now it's 4 creatures to my to my 1. I'm definitely not paying 2 life. So I need to, so let's see. So I have 7 mana with the treasure token. I'm at 3 life. He has a Death Toucher. Alright, so I think my best option is to play the giant and gain 3 life. And then that'll hold off his team, and I'm not going to die in the air this turn. Unless he has a way to deal 4 damage. Which I don't think there is a way. I mean, there's critical hit, which gives a creature double strike. So if he could pump it and play critical hit, then he could hit me for more than 6. But that's having 2 cards. And oh, Goblin Morningstar. So when it enters, you get to roll a die, and then depending on what you roll, oh yeah, so you just get to attach it. Yeah, if I were him, I would just, yep, I would equip that because now it has oh wait, does it not have Menace? Oh, just Trample. Oh, wait, I'm confused. I thought this gave, oh, it's just Trample. Okay, so if I block here and block here, this is dead. I take 1 damage from the trample. Oh no, 2 because of Death Touch Trample. So I would go down to 4. Let's do that. Oh, and he gets to venture again. So I have to discard a card. Whew. Alright. I have to discard my paladin because I need the removal for the air. How much is this? This is +1. Decline. Okay. So I can gain 3 life, then I'll be at 5. He can attack me for 3 in the air. So I'll be at 2. Or I could wait and Spoils of the Hunt once he equips the Pegasus. But then if he has removal, I'm dead. I think the safest thing to do is this, because then I have 2 blockers for the ground. This is a tough situation to be in, though, for sure. Let's see what he has. And opponent has a lot of cards too. They have 5 cards. That's not promising for us. They have access to 6 mana because of the 2 treasures. Let's just hover over their Pegasus to make them think that we have something. Something that deals with it. Well, there's another flyer that we have to deal with. Yikes. I don't know if we can come out of this. We have to draw another removal. We have to have 2 removals. Oh, 1 turn too late. Oh, this could have been gaining us life. Let's see. I'll just attack with 1 giant. See if they chump with the hawk. They won't, of course. And then who knows, maybe they won't equip the hawk. My guess is they won't equip the hawk and they'll just attack how it is. And so then we can survive 1 more turn, maybe. Oh, nope. We lost. Ooh, rough. The paladin for the win. Good game. That was pretty close. But in the end, our opponent drew better. They had a lot of cards that whole game. I felt like I played my hand pretty fast and they had cards like the whole match. That white black, the Orzhov 1/1 Death Touch First Strike Venture card is super good. So our deck, we ended at 4-3, which I'm okay with. You know, that's pretty average and it's only minus 100 gems, so that's good. I'll put the deck back up on the screen so you can take one last look at it. This was it. I think our biggest hindrance was not having any, or we had 2 removal spells. So it was basically like, could we beat our opponent before they played something that we couldn't beat? That's kind of how the games felt. I don't think we ever drew Ranger's Longbow. Monk of the Open Hand, it's not great in a deck where you're trying to play bigger creatures, right? Because I'm not going to be casting a Hill Giant and a 3-drop, you know, almost ever. So this card, I don't know if this is the right deck for it, but oops, I just cut it. Eye of Vecna was pretty good, and Hand of Vecna was really good, so I think that these 2 on their own are still pretty good. Trilasara was really good when we had this on the field and we were gaining life. Yeah, so overall it was a pretty average deck, but pretty good. And it's the new format, so we're all learning. I hope you all enjoy the Forgotten Realms. See you next time.